Let's go.
Listo es?
Let's go. Yeah.
Is what?
Recording. Hey, what's up? ¿Todo bien?
Man, good man. I just sent you the reply. Big strategy. Really
Really?
really action driven. Take a look in the post.
I'm looking at that right now. Oh yeah, there's a lot. All right. I'm gonna take my
Congrats.
time to read everything after the call.
Yep.
Of
Congrats on
course.
the 1K close, bro.
Thank you, man. Yeah, very helpful right now. I'm waiting for the next projects. Like I have some projects floating around, but I just need the clients to be ready. Yeah.
How's the pipeline looking? Like upcoming book calls or projects? How's that looking?
Um, yeah, I have something with Naujaka Waterfall. They want a they want a specialized system for their website to send the waivers to the customers, um, and save those in the database for them to use. And I think that's gonna be next. And after that, now there is a client who wants to create it's a technology group. They want to create a website, so it's gonna be good money from that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's the projection of the project? Like total.
So they wanted to make to be in phases, so around 4 phases, 1 month per phase. So it's 4 months of extra income.
Nice man. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
Charlie Perez, welcome aboard, my friend. Good to see you. This one is a bit of a special session. Eduardo is joining. Charlie, always with the red shirt, looking good, man. Oh, welcome. Okay, so these are active members. So I'm not sure how many people will join, but whoever is around is around. It is my big pleasure to introduce everyone to who we call Uncle Fercho. Yes, I have big respect for him. We met many years ago in a startup, early stage startup, and ever since Fercho has been the CTO of our big brands, and he's been handling AI gigs and Web3 gigs, everything emerging tech. So with everything that is happening in AI, friends, I, on top of everything that we have, the LinkedIn lead generation and getting clients and helping you guys with roles abroad and Upwork, all that fun stuff. Now, I want to bring Virtue here with us. He actually helped normal individuals, normal people, use AI to craft original ideas with Claude, ideas that they didn't even think about, they didn't even consider. Really strange combinations that we wouldn't really consider. For example, there is a nice lady that was doing some form of cards reading or some ancestral stars thing, and Claude told
Astrology,
her to
an astrology app. Yeah,
as
it
as
daily can read it like based on your astral chart. Like you, that's the way you onboard actually. When you put your birth date and your locate where you were born, it gets your astral chart, and it results that your astral chart is completely based on math. So, and it's like when you start studying it, it's like I have never been before. Like connected to astrology in any way, but by helping her, I was like, really, this is like kind of accurate and math based. I have never expected that from something like astrology. The way you see, like you see these TV shows always, in your horoscope, and you never imagine that
yeah.
behind that will be something like a system like that. So yeah, I have been helping her match that with how to commercialize products for people who like astrology, and like, so there is an app that she's building. This app allows her to get subscribers, get people who is very like um, loves her brand, and then she just upsells all these people with products that they could get because maybe someone's birthday and they want a special gift for that person and so on. um, yeah.
Okay, lovely, man. So to frame the call, friends, this is going to be more like a very soft hangout. Fair is gonna share with us a little bit of the success cases that he has with other people. And I want, for example, Charlie Perez that is now active on the call. So I want to feel, confident to ask questions, because what we want to make sure now is that you guys leave these calls with weapons in your hands that you can actually use. There's so much happening with AI, and we want to make sure that we use everything that we have, our nails, our teeth, to make sure that we don't stay behind. And that's why Fercho is here on call. Fercho, I know you wanted to present yourself and all the stuff. Let's keep it very dynamic, because my friends here, they're really nice guys, and they tend to say yes, and they listen. But I want to make sure that they are engaged and they're active, so they learn. Samu, good to see you. Caleb, good to see you. Hector, well, beautiful faces. Welcome aboard. So we will do this party. Um, Fercho, go ahead.
All right, all right. So yeah, you presented me already, but let me just reintroduce myself just a bit. Um, I'm Fernando. I have been developing software for more than 20 years. I started very early in my life working professionally as a developer. I had only 13 years old when I got my first remote opportunity, working for a Madrid game server from Venezuela. I was the guy maintaining that server, and that's how my professional career started. After that, I used to work with a big company in Venezuela called Prunrose, which is like a Oscar Mayer. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the brand. And they make sausage and ham and kill pigs, etc. And I used to work there in the research and development department, and then in all the other areas, um, actually. Um, since more than 10 years ago, I have been working in C-level positions as a CTO and similar in many different startups. I specialize in startups specifically, from Web3 startups to healthcare startups. To name some, you could check Reputable Health, which is a startup that specializes in collecting data from devices like Oura Ring, Whoop, or Apple Watch for making studies to businesses creating supplements, and they want to test the effectiveness of these um, products and before they are being sold, or while they are being sold to everyone. They want to market them properly, so they help them see if it works or not with study groups. Um, and also some Web3 startups that you can check. There is one called Wink, which is a neobank, which is a project I recently finished. This neobank connects crypto accounts with fiat accounts. You can be owner of a crypto account plus a US bank account in just a few minutes when you join them, and it's all tied to the username. And also have an MCP, which allows you to connect this neobank to your AI and let the AI operate for you if you want. Um, well, as you can know, as you can see, I'm a builder. I am an idea generator. That's why I work with startups. I wake up every day with new ideas. And you know what is annoying? Having so many ideas and not being able to execute them all. So I just have like a list of ideas that someday I would like to execute. And as I cannot execute these ideas myself, I have been thinking, well, I can leverage on others for executing ideas. Maybe some people tell me, I like you are the opposite of me. Some dead friends tell me, you are always full of ideas and you don't have time to do them. Instead, I lack ideas and I am eager to create something. So I support them on their creation processes also. I have been mentoring these past few months people who um, didn't know about AI didn't even know about coding, but they had great ideas. This is other kind of people, and this is the one I have been supporting mostly. I then started doing this as an experiment and ended up doing very well. I found out that like AI is removing the technical barriers, like technical learning barriers. Like you often had to learn technical do a technical career for like 5 years for being able to understand deeply a topic and being able to execute properly. And AI is doing exactly this, just cutting that. And now what you need to focus more is on learning how to like generate ideas under a framework, operate under that framework, and think more like high level, not going deeply into the details. You can still do that, but the power is there for you creating something without even having the knowledge. Like if you go to ChatGPT and create an image, why can't you go and do something else even more powerful than that? And people is using AI today just for like chatting, asking questions, uh, and creating image, a bit of videos, and no more than that. And there is much more power than that, especially for us developers, right there. So first, I would like to know, like how deeply exposed have you guys been to AI? Are you using it in your everyday? How are you using it? To better understand, how can I help you guys use it better? Let's start with Israel.
All right. Can you hear me well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I started using it for uh, like to have advice on how to manage an agency. Then I started to use it on my uh, job. I put it inside the servers I work with and do security scans. Things that maybe took me weeks of work. Now I can do it in an hour, and all the reporting to the clients, even on my music, and yeah, a lot of uses. I'm still learning it.
Are you using Suno for music?
Just for vocals to create samples, but not to create a whole track. It's different. Yeah.
Okay. And which other tools are you using?
Right now, cloud is the thing I'm using most. I used to use ChatGPT, but then I found Cloud Code and start working on that to connect my ecosystem, my Gmail, my calendar. I now I can just talk to it and make it uh, reserve a slot in my calendar, organize the week. It's really awesome, actually. And right now we are using to send uh, prospect to create leads on different platforms. And yeah, I think
So,
that's pretty it.
so you're using even the MCPs, right?
Right now, I'm not using it because I only have a normal cloud account. I'm not
Mhm.
paying for the MCP or cloud API, but I'm planning to. I'm actually um, doing a course on Platzi about it
Mhm.
to try to be up to date. Um, yeah, even the websites. Now I can do a website in. If I have all the resources, I can do it in less than an hour. Uh, Something that took me weeks, or even using technologies that I didn't, uh, I haven't been exposed to before. So yeah, it's pretty awesome.
How many of you guys know what an MCP is? Can you? Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Basically, what an MCP is just like a recipe or like an instruction document living in a server, telling you that this platform do have an API, and these are the functions of this API, and what do every API function does. So, in a way that the AI agent reading that MCP knows that these are the tools available, and it figures out how to use them properly. That's all it does. So it's still like an API with a different name because it's for agents. That's all. It's like a middleware, I will say. Okay. Francisco, how are you using AI these days?
So right now, there we go. Right now, how I'm using AI is to strategize. One thing that I've actually gone to do. It was a pain in the ass. It was a freaking pain in the ass, man. But I had to make the full context of all my stuff. Like I learned how to properly, document all my full context. Like sit myself, have a 3 hour talk of exactly everything I'm doing in detail so that I get better outputs. And then I stored it in, well, initially I stored it in actually .pdf files. So I thought, oh, maybe that's a great format to store stuff for context. Well, turns out it was the worst. So what I did, I had to pretty much remake everything. And instead of doing 1 mega document for context, I did a couple .md files in separate areas, and that has helped me to get better outcomes for scripts, for videos, for email marketing copy, for LinkedIn post assistance, and all that fuss, and even for appointment setting for my business. So, I mean, that's the way I've learned how to use it. Right now, I'm pretty much going for the agentic implementation. I want to implement a AI chatbot for LinkedIn. That's the main project I'm working on right now.
And are you using many tools or just one tool? What are you using specifically? Do all of
So
them have to your memory, to your documents?
So what I'm mostly using is, I guess, Claude, um, a bit of code and a bit of code work. Lately, I've been using Manus. Actually, Manus is great for social media analysis, so that I give a better direction to my content based on direct competitors and all that stuff. Because of the latest integration that they have with Meta, they definitely allow it to have more direct contact with that. So that's a good gateway to have. I already set up like weekly task to basically investigate the content that's out there. That's from all my competitors, and then what I do with that data extraction, I go to Claude and I turn it into scripts, posts, ideas, whatever. Those basically are the main tools that I use right now. Manus and Claude, and actually, as of today, I've discovered one very good tool which is called Audicer.com. Well, Audicer is basically an AI video editor, but not like Opus Clip. Something like far, far better. I'm just trying it. I haven't tried it out yet, but yeah, something I discovered today. Everything's changing.
Yeah, I was checking it out a few hours ago. Yeah, I like the way it shows the captions in the videos. Like a friend of mine tried to create a platform like that himself with AI, and when he got into like how the text is generated and appears in the video, he found out that it's not that easy to make it look the way you want in the video. You need a few maybe days of work and a bit deep more knowledge about how to make it work the way you want. So yeah, that platform looks very good. Yeah,
Percho,
tell me.
just so you know, the connection on the call, sometimes the video stays stuck. So maybe you can change.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So while Fercho does that, it's good to see Eduardo Sanchez. Been a long time. Fernando Contreras, my friend. Hello there, G. Everyone, give it up for Fernando. He actually closed a $20,000 deal, man. Like, what in the world? Now that we have people here, it's a $20,000 deal. Fercho, tell him the ugly, because it's nice to hear the good. I want to hear about the ugly. What was hard about landing a $20,000 deal?
Well, to be honest, I invest a lot of me time. Mentally, I was trying to change my mindset. So for me, it's okay. I need to do this every day, every night, every morning, and continue doing the follow up for my customer. And at the end, is okay. I need to focus on this thing because I think it's a good opportunity, a good investment, and oh, I feel really good today, to be honest. And yeah, I think it's really complex because I don't know, you are working on something and at the end you start to understand, okay, this is the process. It's complicated, but at the end it's okay, I feel much better. I know that I can do more, so that's cool.
Congrats, man! And for everyone to know, this happened also with Ricardo's deal for the ones who remember, like the I don't remember $25,000 deal. It starts with something small, bros. It starts with something small. You earn their trust, and then you can create a long term relationships, and then it's a bigger, bigger, and bigger deal. So you'd be surprised how many times you start with a $200, $300 little thing. The person actually trusts you, and then it becomes this giant whale that gives you food for some months. Well, for still loading. Edu, what's up with you, man? What's good? How's the agency, clients, jobs? What's up?
So the news for me is I been working with Germans. That is funny story because I started learning German like 10 years ago, and this is a lesson on like long-term investments. How um, you know the opportunities come to people that are more better prepared to what's the word for it to take advantage of those opportunities. And sometimes the skills that we sharpen today and we maintain throughout our life, they will bring fruits in many years. Um, but yeah, that's what I've been working on. 1 month now. I think it's the 1 month anniversary of working with the Germans, and looks like a very healthy relationship that started, like you said, out of a very small interaction, building trust, and now it's something that seems will bring food to the table for multiple months.
Amen, bro. What is the deal budget? What are we talking about?
We're That's 5K per month.
Nice, bro. Nice. Enjoy. Good. Enjoy. Happy to hear that. And what is it? My name is some shit, Carlos.
Ish,
Ich bin.
exactly, man.
Yeah.
Es ist nicht einfach.
Real
Okay,
good,
okay.
Isra. Real good.
That's lovely, bro. Good to hear that. And I think the big lesson that we learned over the past few months is that I think we got a little bit cocky with the sardine clients, and now we're starting to see that a small sardine client can be a fucking whale. So it's always good to remember people by people. There is a human on the other side of Upwork. There is a human on the other side of LinkedIn. So even though I understand that you guys are in a hurry and you're focused on the transaction, if you remember that there is a human being, you will do good. Yeah, you will do good. Good karma, more profits, bros. It sounds cheesy, man. It sounds cheesy, but it's true. Sounds cheesy, but it's true. Charlie Perez, quick status of how's it going, my friend? Muted. I think you're muted, broski. Okay. Something with the maybe the driver is. I'm not sure if it's the mic. No worries, man. Try and fix it, and we'll give it a shot to Samu. How's it going, homie? How's the automation? I know the project was deployed. What are the news?
Okay. Tomorrow is the last day of the real trial of Props AI. I have 3 campaigns running. I've I think I have had a good response in some part, but I had to tweak a bit the messages. People automatically think that you are just looking for a full time job. So I was like guiding the conversation when they said, "Hey, I don't have no positions for at the moment. It was like, yeah, I can work by project, so I can collaborate in that schema, and just following the conversation on that side. And in parallel, I've been building the scripts for the videos for my portfolio. So I precisely use it lots of AI, which ChatGPT, to create the scripts and to organize how I'm gonna be producing those things. So hopefully at the end of the week I'll have a couple of videos there, and yeah, answering messages. The response has been huge. I think my networking has grown in terms of hundreds, and the messages it's are keeping me busy. Honestly, right now in the last 6 hours, I got sent 16 messages to respond. So it's like just following there, and yeah, I'm looking forward to what it happens there.
For sure.
As you said, the project got launched into the demo, and I'm also producing a couple of things for launching the open source repository, and let's see how it goes.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Good stuff, my friend. I see Arthur, as always, looking tired because he works 18-hour days like a crazy maniac. And then Jonathan Fowler. Homie, are you there? Fowler? Hello. It's a lot of OG members, man. Danny Villaplana, can you talk?
Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
Fowler. Yeah. How's it going, man?
Hey, what's up? It's a long time. I've been out. Let me
Any
see.
yeah, any updates? Any new clients? Any freelance gigs? Anything new?
Uh, Not really. I have been doing really good in my job, my full time work right now, and I'm also finishing business administration career right now. Um, that is a little bit focused on what is emprendedor, like startups and things like that. So my idea will be to join again the network, learn what ideas people have in here, and how my experience can help other people maybe starting startups, things like that. So let's hear on how can I help and how I can learn, like we always do here, right?
Amen, man. Good to have you back. And I see Villaplana, he is trying to land a 6K deal, man. This is like dual language. 6K deal. Any updates, homie?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I'm finishing the last task. They asked me for the the recruitment process. Has been a very interesting journey. So I'm just running a new last check of the product offers to make sure that the submission that I'm gonna send is sharp. And yeah, we're talking about 6.5K to 7.5K as a range monthly, and it's literally a dream job. So very hyped up about it.
Good luck, my friend. We root for you. Um,
Thank you,
Edu,
Sensei.
I know. Edu, I know you're running the campaigns and everything, and for you later this week we'll have a one-on-one, so I'm not too concerned. We got you covered. Same with Isra. I mostly wanted to take a few moments to tell you guys that the efforts that we're gonna be doing with Fercho, which is now back, is going to be a little bit different of what we usually do. So I really want you guys to take advantage. He really knows a lot. For me, running 6V as a program, he's been helping me a lot with ideas, with automations, actually doing video ads built with AI, which is amazing because then we can do content at scale. And I don't want you guys to feel like this program is only to get some freelance client on LinkedIn or Upwork. I want us to grow as a program, everyone, because we have so many talented people in here. So now we want to use these AI tools to build original ideas, to go into the market and fix on a specific problem, and then offer that specific solution hyper specialized using AI to build it from the ground up, and then using AI to get leads, not just freelance clients no more. Hit me up with a one in the chat if that's something that you would like to learn, because I want to make sure everyone hit me up with a one. Okay, Sancho, Fercho, Israel. Okay, so you guys are interested. This is really good. So in the next 3-4 weeks, we're gonna have Fercho here to be our guiding light in this new AI waters. So Come to the calls with questions. Come to the calls and get your hands dirty, man. If you need ideas, if you have questions, come to the calls and take advantage. Cool. Fercho is back. Vamos para allá.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the internet issue is fixed. I had to restart the router. Let me know, okay? Let me know if the connection seems slow, but there is not much more I can do, honestly, for getting it fixed. I just want to know your feedback on that. Okay, so where we were at, yeah, I was exploring like each of you guys' expertise on an AI. I wanted to know a bit more about that. Let's do this like let's finish this round quickly so we can advance in the conversation. Carlos, what is your experience with AI? How often do you use it in your daily processes?
Carlos would be me. Am I the only one? Oh, okay. Oh,
Carlos
just one.
Perez.
Ah,
Not
Perez.
Perez.
I had a good answer. 80% of my workflow is 100% automated by the power of Cloud Code. God damn it. And I'm this close to run all of my business with my voice. So you better get your shit together, homies, because I'm going to the future. Oh man.
I will be
Charlie.
happy when I don't even have to talk to it. It's just doing stuff automatically, and I just need to wake up and just watch a panel and see how everything is going. So yeah, for
Charlie's
so you
having
can
mic issues, so let's ask someone else. Maybe Eduardo Sancho or Fernando Contreras.
Fair, do you want to go first?
go ahead. Edu.
Okay. So yeah, I recently discovered that just talking to AI is really useful. It feeds on context. So you can have long conversations. I'm that kind of person that what likes to just dump everything. You dump everything into if you like to use Claude, which I have stopped using in the last weeks because Claude, I don't know, it's been eating through tokens, it's been eating through usage. So I would recommend Codex. Codex has been doing a great job for me recently. And I don't know, that's still something that I have to figure out, but I feel like having orchestrating agents, whatever you use, Cowork or OpenClaw, whatever you want, trying to centralize that in Discord, that is something that I haven't started, but I'm seriously interested in trying out. Um, because you can have like your general agent, general channel in Discord. I think everyone here has used Discord sometime. And then from that general channel, it can redirect wherever you're talking to. So if you're talking about personal stuff, if you want an agent that tracks your exercise, that tracks your calories, or if you want to track, if you have multiple jobs, if you have multiple clients, you can have agents that are specified, specialized on the context of for each of your clients. I don't know. That is, I'm not speaking from experience. I'm speaking from like a vision that I need to materialize somehow in the next weeks. I know the question was about how I use AI today, but I guess I just got excited to talk about how I want to use it in the next couple of weeks. Make sense?
Yes, definitely. Yes, Codex is good. I have tried it, not my favorite, but it does its work. And yeah, in terms of like token usage, is way better than the others. But there are other alternatives that you could also use. Like maybe if you go and get an Olama subscription, you
Yep.
can get it for like $20 and use the GLM 501 model, which is very good. A Chinese model, but anyway, that one is very good, and you can pair it like with Cloud Code and get the work done if you want. Anyway, like in the end, it's not what you use only, but how you use it and what are like your ideas on how to use it. Okay, before I continue talking, then I want to keep listening to you guys. Samuel, you go next. Can you tell me how do you use AI in your daily life? Do you use it at all? Just tell me.
Yeah, I'm using it daily.
I have the ChatGPT subscription because I also like to have very long conversations with it. Mostly, it's been like helping me on defining my offering as independent consultant, defining the content that I'm producing, checking that I'm not doing any grammar misspelling, and just complementing the content that I'm producing. And locally, I don't like to talk so much of my own ideas with ChatGPT, so I went into self-hosting my own ML LLM. I'm using Mistral DevStral, which is connected to Obsidian. Obsidian is an app for MD notes, and there is my second brain. Basically, I set up all my notes there, and I use the LLMs to recover information with RAGs as quickly as possible, so I can continue growing my own on my own schedule and organizing my day by day. I've been playing around a bit with Cloud Code. I still love to code by myself, and then when I'm stuck, just calling a couple credits for Cloud to fix it, rather than just making it producing faster. So that's the way currently I'm doing that. I'm using MCPs also, mostly from AWS. I'm cloud engineer, so all of the offerings of services with GCP and AWS is something that I used to just check once and again. And last week I was configuring OpenCloud with my local setup. It's a little bit of a pain, but it seems that now I can communicate using Telegram bot with my own Obsidian notes and so on. So it seems that I'm earning more uh, features there. Yeah, I definitely recommend Obsidian if you want to keep all your memory in one place. It's one of the best things you can do. And there are other solutions out there as well, but having all your memory in a platform that you can just tie to any AI agent or model, whatever you want, is great. I found myself frustrated about having ChatGPT knowing everything about me, but only ChatGPT knowing everything about me. And I was hating ChatGPT already when I compare it with all the other models out there. So I ended up telling ChatGPT, you know what? Start creating a few MD documents with everything you know about me because I want to get the information uh, order in a way I can make any other model access it. So yeah, you are doing great, Samuel. Daniel?
Yeah, I've been using AI for a lot of experiments. Mainly, I started using it for wireframes or prototypes like Replit or Lovable. I've been using it more lately as a second brain type of thing, and I found it extremely powerful as a tool to study. So I kind of want to create my own role or specialization, which I'm naming behavioral systems architect. So it's kind of like how I shape the whole interaction of a user with a product from end to end. Something like, I think I will need to have elements of like growth, have elements of like behavioral science and public relations. And I started to mix a couple of different topics, and I asked Claude to create a curriculum. And I started to get a lot of books and different ideas. So I started to have Claude tell me what is the order in which I should study those books, how do they connect to each other, how all of these things connect with what I'm building. And then I have it create like a curriculum of like 24 books. That's probably gonna take me like 1 or 2 years to complete. But then I have like overall summary of every single piece of the curriculum, uh, taking the key takeaways, main insights, how can I start to use these insights immediately. So I don't have to finish reading all of that to get value, but now I have a very big, broad overview of what I'm gonna study. And I find it super cool because the ways that you can learn and explore or create things is just like turbocharged. And I find it super amazing.
Cool, super cool. Who is next? Fernando.
Oh, well, just to add, I moved from Cursor and Notion to Cloud. I prefer to work on with one tool after iterating after. I was using Gemini, but at some point I feel like stuck using Cursor and Gemini. Later, moving to Notion to get the Notion AI to organize myself. I designed my own system to, okay, I need to focus on this. This is my main goal on my priorities. But at some point, I started to fetch all the information from using Cloud to, okay, I need this context. I have all this material. So I decided to move completely in cloud. I was thinking in, okay, I need to use Obsidian, for example. I decided to use my own version, my own system. The name is Cortex. Just it's just a context for everything, and putting, okay, this is the info of my clients, of my customers, my personal things. For example, if I am starting to focus on another task, the agent is telling me all the time, hey, you're doing this other task, you want to continue or you are keep going on this activity. So it's like a partner or a wingman. Cloud is at this point my system to focus on what I need to do. And if I want to throw ideas, okay, this is the section for ideas. Just throw the ideas. Don't think in business. Just put your ideas in that place. And at some point, you are checking this later, but you need to focus on this. And after you can play with everything. And that's really cool. And the other thing is now using just a copy paste on WhatsApp, I can make a spec kit to, okay, this is the customer. I need to review what is happening, the bug, because on Sentry is, okay, create a pull request on Sentry is not ideal. So now I'm fixing, just copy pasting from WhatsApp, and I can do the fix and, okay, just confirm, because sometimes it's just a small fixes. So wow, that's really cool. Just the pipeline is working, but sometimes I need to be, okay, step by step. At some point, it's just go ahead. But that's really cool for me. And sending the DM message, I hate to do it lately. So every day I'm, okay, I need to send 20 direct message. I'm supervising every day, but it's easier because Claude is doing the work, but at the end I'm still watching what is happening. So it's cool. I just want to say that. And
Man, I really love that. And one thing I'm noticing for everyone on call is that really no one really said something about orchestrating different agents and different workflows and what people are now calling multi-thread, multitasking, a new way of working. So I think that this is really good to notice because I haven't done it. I tried, but I still don't haven't figured it out. So that's good.
Something else I noticed, everyone is using the same or similar tools or semi-similar tools in different ways. Everyone uses them the way they have found they can use it effectively. Uh, in part because like we don't have a manual on how to use it, right? Like you can maybe take like the Cloud does have a new certification program. You get it, and they explain you all the tools they have, how can you use them, but ultimately you end up using those tools the way you want. And that's the nice thing of AI. Like in coding, instead we have to follow rules. We are used to following those rules. If not, we are breaking everything. And you need to, like, it's more strict. And also with like conventional apps historically, every app you use, you need to learn how to use the app and adapt to the app. The app does not adapt to you. So now AI is a tool that adapts to you. You are the one specifying how will you use it, how do you want to use it. And that's nice to like hear about everyone here. Okay, we have two left, Arturo and Eduardo Padilla. Maybe Eduardo is off. Oh, he's on again. Eduardo, would you want to share your
Hi, yeah, for sure.
experience?
Well, I use mostly Copilot because it's the tool that the company I work for allowed. So uh, I use it basically for everything, just for understanding the code that I do not get, and to suggest me solutions, to suggest me how to debug something. And also I have like the Visual Studio extension, so I can make it get the changes on the code by itself. So I just check it and test it, so make sure that nothing breaks. And it does save me a lot of time. I also use it for making the reports or of the tasks that I have done on a period of time, and because that's just boring, so he does it for me, and I just send it, and that's it.
Okay. And you, Arturo?
Yeah, I was using ChatGPT,
Like,
but then Gemini gave away 1 year of free Gemini to students. So
yeah, I
I
have it.
moved into, yes, because it was amazing. It was Google Drive, everything, all Google Suite for 1 year. So currently I'm using that to for general purpose. But for coding, I use credits on Cloud, like Gemini for prototyping. But whenever I want to do something serious, I move to Claude. Just recently I got a client that wanted me to make a workflow, and I started trying orchestrators. I use Make, and I'm like connecting a database called Apollo. He wants it for lead generation. So basically the I take the data from Apollo and then pass it to a Google Sheets. It's a very easy workflow. um but basically, in my daily life, besides this client, I like to do prototypes of ideas, mostly first Gemini, then Claude. I also have a hobbies of creating content on the side, so I use Gemini to generate the scripts, and I use Suno AI for generating the music I use on the videos. I don't know if that counts, but I like to experiment
Sure.
not with only LLMs, but tools. Like I have this app, this called Moses, that is an AI that literally generates the stems, like can separate the stems of a song, and it gives a lot of free credits. There's plenty of tools that give like credits on the daily basis, like Suno, Mureka, Moses, and I like experimenting on this. And you can literally live off the free credits. You don't need to pay a subscription. And I love when I found something interesting to use and play with.
Do any of you guys use AI for creating videos? Like not like you have used it, but like you use it in a daily basis for creating videos.
Yeah, for scripts, but the videos I still record myself because I tried to, but then again, it's
Huh?
only 15
Yeah,
seconds.
right. Yeah, for
And
script.
yeah.
Okay, and you, Francisco, you raise your hand. Or what do you
I
want to
mean,
say?
with what I just discovered today, other than scripting, which I'm doing right now, definitely gonna be
Uh-huh.
editing. And the biggest pain in the ass that I had with creating videos was like, oh man, I recorded this shit. Now I gotta fucking edit it. And yeah, that was it.
Uh-huh.
Now it
Yes.
looks like it's mostly sold out from what I saw. So yeah, big props to that tool.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
get
it
your
is.
feeling. Besides being a developer, I also own a photography company, a photo and video company, with my wife, and we specialize in weddings here in the U.S. I do live in Orlando, by the way, um, and I'm the videographer. And when I finish a wedding, it's a pain in the ass having to edit a video. So I was recently checking out how Cloud now can edit a video for you on CapCut just by like sending the file and telling it, or maybe putting the file in an editor and giving connection to that editor access via browser or whatever, and it just edits it for you. Um, I have edited many videos, and I know that it may not be optimal because it does not know the way you tell the story. Like when you are editing videos, you are telling a story, so you have a special way of editing it, and it may need to learn a bit more about how you edit, but it may evolve in over time probably. to a point where it really understands how to put all the clips together. Okay, now that I know everyone's expertise in AI, there are three things I'm obsessed with. One of them is automation. I want to do the best usage of my time. I have two kids. I have a wife, and I really love sharing time with my family. So everything I do professionally, I do it thinking how it will affect my time. So every single task I do, I think, how can I make this better? How can I automate it? How can I just reduce the time I spend on it? I have been doing this with myself and also with other companies. Historically, I even worked before AI existed. I worked for Kia, and I did a project with them where I helped them optimize the time they took for like they get used vehicles, and one used vehicle can take 2 weeks or 3 weeks to get into their e-commerce tool, and they had this issue where it was taking a lot of time putting that data in for the operators, and I helped them optimize that time, and it went down to like 2 to 3 days of work for an operator to get one vehicle in to just like 4 minutes. It was like that, and I have always been thinking about how to optimize stuff. Uh, so that's the second one. Like first one is automation. The second one is optimization. If you work with, and the third one is planning. So something I have discovered with AI first is that the more you plan, the better output you will have. Output is just like this right now. It's getting better over time. If you use AI 1 year ago and you use it today, you notice the difference, how fast it's doing its stuff and how accurate it's doing its stuff. But often we like, and one of you commented me that uses voice for communicating with AI. That may be very useful because if you use voice, you can just tell way more details over the air and end up having something more solid. But well, for me, planning is the first thing you need to do before even trying to write the first line of code when you are creating an app with AI, as an example. And when it comes to optimization, now that another important process for me is you have a great plan, it starts creating your app. Now, how do you grant it really have the quality you need? Not only in terms of like code quality, but also in terms that is this app you created optimal enough for my users? Okay, I need to test it with my users. You will say, let's use a sales tool and start making users test it. That will provide you some insights, very useful insights. But with AI, you can accelerate those processes. You have the capability of using synthetic data for optimizing your apps. So you can, if you can like plan, execute, and then add a layer to your personal framework where you first evaluate the quality of the app, establish certain rules to make sure everything is production ready, I would say. And second, you can do things to AI like act as 10,000 users from my target audience that you have previously defined when you were planning, and uh, you can tell it to do it with like a multi-agent environment. If you do that on like Cursor, it will run many agents at once, and these agents will start acting as like different. Like let's say your audience is diverse, and you may have audience from Costa Rica who are the developers, or from Colombia who are not, others from Venezuela who are like certain ages, different cultural perspective. So if you can have an opinion, a synthetic opinion on your app usage by this synthetic group of users, you can make your app advance quickly, progress quickly when you are creating it. You don't need to wait for that real user feedback. And when you are, then when you are finally providing this app to real users, you are providing something so polished that like optimization from there will be just a few things. You are really pushing there something solid. I have worked in a startup for many years, and it takes a lot of. It used to take a lot of time getting a product ready enough for scaling. You always needed to test with just a little bit of users first. You have a QA, you have a product owner, and all of them had to work together on learning what was failing, optimizing, and it was not until a few months later where everyone feel like secure on what they're doing when they were finally able to say, okay, we have spent this much, it's time to launch because if not, we are going to run out of money. It often happens that way when you run startups. So that's why I have this mentality. Automation for protecting my time, planning for making sure whatever I'm going to execute is good enough for me, and that's something I also teach to all my clients. I do mentorships and I teach them how to do this properly, and optimization for making sure the output is always optimal. Um, that said, I was thinking that it will be amazing, guys, if we do maybe like a challenge together, like something like an Activate challenge, where we all work this next week. In it could be in a new idea you guys have, or it could be a completely new idea you have if you have time to work on that, or it could be you guys can identify some pain point that you have in your current work or in your current daily workflow that you can optimize, and then we work on together on like each of you guys work on your idea, on your problem to solve, and every week we show and tell what we are doing. We evaluate tools to different tools like from agentic coding to video generation to make these ideas get better and better over time, and being of benefit for all of us. And I'm going to, like, if you guys are okay with this, I'm going to publish a post on school, the rules of this, what will be the step by step for getting started today, this week, and then next week we see us again and start evaluating where are we landing on that. What do you guys think?
Let's go. One in the chat, guys. Come on. One in the chat because I want to see who's active here. Israel, yes. Samu, Edu. It's good to have the OGs back. Edu, man. Miss you, bro. Cool stuff. So lovely, man. We will do that. I have a couple of things to share. The first is that if you're using, I'm not sure who's still using GPT these days, but I found the Chinese clone. I'm using Chinese GPT. There you go.
Utari, almost Atari.
It's so funny, man. It feels so Chinese once you go inside and everything. It's amazing and it's free. Yeah, there you go. So, team, it's good to see everyone. We have a really full house. We're gonna have this activation. I love the idea. We will do that. Important. We will always be leading with value. And one thing that I envision this thing to be amazing for everyone is that we make it, hopefully we make it also ready to go to market. I want you guys to be really really looking for ways to go to market ASAP, because if we can get you guys making money, getting clients, then this will supercharge everything. So the first small activation, super fun, but this new AI method, this new AI thing, I want to see it in 3 different phases. The first phase, that you guys pick a problem, like Fercho just said to everyone. I'm making a note in the chat. And then that you guys, like Arthur is doing, set up automations. Can be like you guys are learning with us, props AI or whatever, any other thing we can find, and where we actually deliver to a client. It's just 3 phases. I put it on the chat. So leveraging AI to actually go and bring value to the market. There is a nice post for Isra asking about some strategy. Go and take a look. But let's use Ferch's wisdom. Let's do this activation, all of us together. Find the problem. If you want to make it personal, like he said, go ahead. But I would find someone who has a pain and has money, that you can actually find more of that same type of person, reach out automatically, and then deliver what you promised, get some money. How's that? Cool? All right, I have this call recorded, and I'm going to be following up with everyone. Okay, I'm not gonna do this thing of like, hey, let's go have some fun, and then we don't do shit. We're gonna get it done. All right, and I see the faces here. So, Father, it's good to have you back. I think we can close the party. Fercho, green eyes, beautiful background, Mr. Sith AI.
Thank you. It's real. It's real. The background, just in case. So sometimes people ask me, "Is that an image?" No, it's not. It's just Lego. Well, part of the Lego collection.
Contreras, good. Congrats on 20K. 5K for Eduardo. Congrats. Almost 6K for Villaplana. Congrats, everyone. We'll see you next week. Stay put for Fernando's post in school. Yeah.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.